What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Unbox Hero video where we test and review products so that you can figure out whether or not it's worth your money. Today I have another thermal printer for you guys. You guys have been asking me some alternatives to the one I reviewed in the past, and this one's going to be one that has one key feature that one does not have. And this one key feature is going to be Bluetooth. So a lot of you guys have been asking me if there is a thermal printer out there that I would recommend that has Bluetooth. So I went out and I picked up one of these. This is the thermal printer from a company called Offnova, and this one also includes a label holder, and I'll unbox it to show you guys everything that comes in the box. But this one has the Bluetooth capabilities to it, so if you are printing labels from your phone or from a tablet, then you can use the Bluetooth connection in order to do that, so that you don't have to plug it into your device, which most thermal printers don't even allow you to do that. So having the Bluetooth option, if you are solely focused on creating a business around your tablet or your iPhone or even an Android phone, then this one might be the best thermal printer that you want to pick up. Now, before I jump into this video, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please smash that like button for me. If you guys want more content like this, hit the subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss any content I upload in the future. And without any further ado, let's just jump straight into the unboxing. So here is the box for the Offnova Thermal Printer, and as you guys can see, it's a pretty sleek box. If you look on the side here, they do have different options. If you don't live in the US, there is different plugs for it. So if you live in the EU or the UK or even Australia, they do have those separate plugs for you. So if you are buying it for whatever country you live in, they will have that option for you. So since I do live in the United States, they gave me the US plug. And then it's pretty self-explanatory of what it is, but it does state on the bottom of the box that it works with pretty much all devices. It works with Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, and Android, which is pretty much all of the top competitors with each other. So this one should work with pretty much all the devices that you have. Most people will use this with Windows or Mac, but if you are using it with the Bluetooth, then iOS or Android is going to be the best bet for you. So once you open the box, it's going to say office life is not necessarily boring, and then it says happy printing, and then it gives you their website. But back into the box itself, it will come with another box inside that box. So this is a photo of the label holder. So they do include a free label holder when you purchase this product, which is pretty cool because a lot of other companies, they don't necessarily give you a free label holder. You will need to buy it separately, and usually it's about 20 bucks for a label holder. So it's very nice that they give you one complimentary of purchasing a thermal printer from them. The previous thermal printer that I did review, that one did also come with a holder, so I will do a comparison between these two thermal printers in the future. But this is the label holder that you'll be getting with this thermal printer, and it also comes with some thermal labels, which is nice as well because then you can test out the printer. So once you open up the box, here are the thermal printing labels that you can use to test out. I'm not sure how many they give you, but it seems like they probably give you maybe 50 of them, maybe a little bit less than 50, but it is quite a few. I haven't seen any company give out these thermal printing labels for free just to test out, so that's an extra bonus for purchasing it through the company Offnova. I'm not sure what these sticky tabs are. Maybe it's for labeling, I'm not entirely sure, but it comes with that. And then this one right here, this is an adapter. It's a Usbc adapter for me to test out on a Mac if I'm not using Bluetooth. Now this adapter, it doesn't normally come in the box, but if you wait, I do believe they're updating their new thermal printers. So if you are using a USB-C connection, you might need to use your own adapter, but they included this one for me to test out because I was telling them that I was using on a Mac and I want to make sure that it worked on a Mac. So they also included that USB-C attachment right there to USB-A, and then here is an alcohol pad, maybe to clean the device. And then it comes with this USB flash drive, I'm assuming to download the software if you don't want to go on their website. So let's set that aside and let's open up the thermal printer itself. So here's another thing, it just comes with a 1-year hassle-free return policy. Set that aside, and let's grab that thermal printer out of here. So here is the thermal printer. It is a very small design. It's not as big as the Comer thermal printer, but it is very similar to the Rollo printer. It's a small, compact design. It's not too chunky, and it does have this nice teal look to it. It's got a button on the very top, which also spins. I'm not sure why it spins like that, but there's that button. There's an LED light on the top as well, probably to signify whether or not it's turned on or if it's working. Then that is pretty much it. There's a button on the side right here that detaches the top, and then you can load and unload like so. So this is a pretty much an exact replica of the Rollo printer. So if you guys were looking at the Rollo printer, that one is about 190 bucks if you buy it brand new. And this one is about 40 bucks less, so it's about 150, 160. So if you guys want to save some money and want that extra feature of Bluetooth, then this one is gonna be the best one for you, in my opinion. But let's go ahead and pull out all the other things in the box and let's test it out. So here is another box. I'm assuming this comes with all of the cables that you need. So yeah, here's the adapter to plug into the wall, and then here is the AC adapter to plug into that brick. So there's that, and then there's one more thing in the box here. It's gonna be a cable to plug into your computer. So one end goes into the printer itself, the other end is that USB-A end that goes into your PC or whatever device you're using. If you're using a MacBook with USB-C, then this would go into the USB-C dongle, then it would attach through that dongle. So let's set everything up and let's test this bad boy out just to make sure everything works, and let's test out that Bluetooth just to show you guys that this is Bluetooth capable so that you guys can determine whether or not it's worth your money. So I have the thermal label holder all set up. This is what it's gonna look like, just to give you guys a comparison of the size of the holder and what it looks like. So you can just put the 4x6 labels right here and then it'll automatically fold out when you start printing. Or if you have the rolled version, you can stick the roll onto here and then it'll spool this and then it'll automatically just get the label from the label holder instead of you having to manually unroll the roll. So that is the thermal printing label holder. That does come in the box. So let's set that aside and let's start printing on this Offnova Thermal Printer. So let's first turn this on. So on the back, there's gonna be a button right there. So you just switch that on. It should turn on, make some noise, and it is showing red. So I'm assuming that I need to load some paper in there. So let's open this up. Let's adjust these and let's grab the thermal labels that they did give us to test out. So these do have the adhesive back to them. So like I said, it is nice that they give them to us. Let's also use the label holder as well. So let's just set this off to the side and let's stick the 4x6 labels there, and then let's load it onto the device. Then you can adjust the knobs right here on the left and right side just so they can fit the right thermal label. So if you do have a little bit bigger labels, you can do that. So I did put it in sideways, so it did jam. So let's open it back up and let's redo that, and pulling it back, then closing it. So once it verifies the size of the thermal label, you can just rip off that one label, and then this will be set aside, and then you can start printing right away. So let's go ahead and test out that Bluetooth printing. In order for the Bluetooth printing to work, it will need you to download an application, and the application is called FBA Print. So I pulled it up right here. This right here is the application that you'll need to download in order for this to pair with your device. So this should be on Android as well as iOS. I am on my iPhone 11, so I'm gonna go ahead and download this application and then just try to grab a label just to show you guys that it does work. So once you open up the application, it's gonna look like this. So you're gonna need to press this Bluetooth button in the top right. Once you click on that, it'll pull up all the Bluetooth devices that are thermal printers. So you guys can see right there, it does pull up that thermal printer, the Offnova. So once it pulls it up, you just click on it and then it'll automatically start connecting. And once it's connected, it should just bring you back to this screen, and you can click it again just to verify. If it doesn't pull anything up, then it just means that it did get connected. I wish there was a better UI for this that showed you guys that you were connected. But unfortunately, this is the only way to use it with Bluetooth. So after that, you're gonna need to click the PDF button on the very bottom to search for a thermal label on your phone. So you click on that, and then you can import a PDF. Click on that, then you can either import it with one of these applications. And like I said, this is kind of tedious in order to do this, but you can also just save it and send it to the application. So I'm gonna go ahead and find it. There are some steps here that do tell you to send the PDF file to mobile social software like WhatsApp and then open this file. So let's go ahead and just find a label that I want to print and let's test this out, and I'll show you guys how that all works. Okay, so I was able to get the PDF sent over to the device. There are some steps that you need to take, but I'm gonna go ahead and test this out because this is the first time that I am testing this out. So here is the sample label that I have imported here. I'm gonna click print and hopefully it starts printing on the Offnova. So let's hit print, and then I guess you can select whether or not you want to cut some or even print a certain page. So I'm going to do the current page and just hit print. So 4x6, that is the dimension, and let's hit print. It will start sending it. And it starts printing just like that, which is what I was expecting. Let's rip that off and let's look at that label. So it is pretty dark. I do have some other labels from my other tests, so I'm gonna grab those just to show you guys what those other ones look like. So if you guys don't know, I do have 3 different printers. I've got the Comer one, this Offnova one, and a Rollo printer. So this one right here on the right, it's gonna be the Rollo printer. Comparing it to the Offnova, so that's what it looks like. So you guys can tell that the Offnova one that I just barely printed on is a little bit darker. And then comparing it with the Comer one, the Comer one's going to be the darkest, but they are still pretty dark. Sometimes if you get it too dark, it's not that nice, but it does get very dark over there, so you guys can determine whether or not which thermal printer you want. But the lightest one was that Rollo printer one, and this is pretty much the Rollo printer replacement if you want to save some money and get that Bluetooth feature. That is all I have for you guys in this video. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please smash that like button for me. If you guys want more content like this, hit the subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss any content I upload in the future. And if you guys have any questions at all regarding this or anything I mentioned in the video, leave it in the comment section down below because I answer almost every single comment you guys leave down there. And like always, I'll catch you guys all in the next video.